Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King and welcome to the channel. Today in front of us, as you can see, we got the brand new 4.6.0 patch with the brand new killer, the brand new survivor. And in today's video, we're going to be breaking down all of the perks on both sides. This is your no-nonsense video, so leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe for some more Dead by Daylight content. Make sure you come out on Twitch as well. We're going to have a lot of videos today covering everything. First thing on our list before we jump on into the perks is to take a look at the killer and their power, and then we'll go ahead and talk about everything else. So without further ado, here it is, the Trickster. This is the first time that I'm actually seeing this as well. Holy hell. We got the Trickster, got some brass knuckles there, and a beautiful weapon in the bat with just a slash on it. They have yellow eyes, a bunch of gunshot wounds on them. Let's go ahead and take a look at the power, and then we're going to take a look at the perk. So the power here is called Showstopper. Start the trial with 60 blades. Press and hold the power to wind up and enter the throw state. When in the throw state, tap the attack button to throw a single blade, or hold down the attack button to unleash a fury of blades. Throwing a blade increases control and throw weight while decreasing movement speed. Restock blades at locker. And then they have Laceration Meter. A survivor's Laceration Meter increases each time they're hit by a blade. Once the meter is filled, they will lose a health state, either being injured or downed. A survivor's Laceration Meter will gradually decrease if they have not been hit by a blade for a short amount of time. Hitting a survivor with a basic attack will immediately decrease their Laceration Meter. Then they have the special ability, the Main Event. Each blade hit fills the event meter. Once full, Main Event will be activated by pressing the active ability button. In this mode, the Trickster temporarily unleashes his full potential, wielding an unlimited number of blades. His throw rate is significantly increased, and his movement does not slow when in the throw state. So that is pretty interesting. But now, my friends, it's time to take a look at some of the perks that we have. So without further ado, let's do that. So the first perk on the list is Starstruck. Starstruck activates when you are carrying a survivor. Survivors within your terror radius suffer from the exposed status effect for 30 seconds. Starstruck cools down for 90 seconds once a survivor is no longer carried. This is actually a pretty decent perk. With 30 seconds, as soon as you hook someone, you have about 20 seconds to go and find somebody, knock them down. It really leads to some good synergy with some other perks as well. And I definitely see this working out quite well in the game. The next one is Hex Crowd Control. The entity blocks a window for 14 seconds after a survivor performs a rush vault through it. This one is alright. It's kind of like Bamboozled, and it's a Hex perk as well. I'm not the biggest fan of Hex perks, so if someone just vaults a window, it's a similar effect to Bamboozle, except you don't need to necessarily vault the window. They just need to do it, and it blocks it for 14 seconds. So it's alright, but again, it's just a Hex perk. And the final perk on the list is No Way Out. Each time you hook a unique survivor, No Way Out gains a token. When the last generator is repaired, the entity blocks both exit gate switches for 10 seconds for each token in your possession. So this one's quite cool. It's more of an endgame type of thing, and it's not too bad. It's kind of like Remember Me, and it will have good synergy with perks like that and Blood Warden, No-Ed, whatever the case may be. It's more endgamey, but it definitely does work out in the long run. And yeah, those are definitely some interesting perks. The only perk that I personally see would work well in my build is Starstruck, but of course, all these perks have good synergy. Now, my friends, it's time to take a look at the Survivor. Again, this is my first time seeing them, so let's see what we have in store for us. And the new Survivor, here she is. Wow, she actually has some really cool cosmetics. I just realized you guys don't actually have a good viewing chance, so there you go. She is actually really pretty. And now we can take a look at the perks for her. The first one on the list is Fast Track. Whenever another survivor is hooked, you gain 3 tokens. You consume all tokens after a great skill check on a generator. Each token consumed grants a 1% bonus progression for great skill checks when repairing generators. Now this one's quite interesting, so potentially you could have up to 27% increase, if I'm not mistaken in my math, of great skill checks when repairing generators. It is definitely an interesting perk, to say the least. We'll see how this one really plays out. The next one on the list is Smash Hit. After stunning the killer with a pallet, break into sprint at 150% your normal speed for 3 seconds causes the exhausted status effect for 40 seconds. So this one is another exhaustion perk that we're seeing. So as soon as you stun the killer, you just have a sprint burst essentially. Personally, I'm still a big fan of sprint burst, so this one's alright. I definitely can see it working in certain situations where maybe you trail your scratch marks one way, getting that nice speed boost as soon as you stun the killer. It could be very interesting. And the final perk on the list is self-preservation. Whenever another survivor is within 12 meters of you, gets hit by a basic attack or a special attack, self-preservation activates. Your scratch marks are hidden for 10 seconds. Now this one can be interesting as well if you're combining it with some other perks that have some good synergy to maybe get flashlight saves or to make sure that you're staying hidden as the perk indicates. And these are definitely some interesting perks, and they'll definitely have some interesting synergy with some other perks. Again, we're going to be testing all of this out later on today on stream, so make sure you guys are coming out. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter, because we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I love the music, I love the background, I love the way the survivors look, and soon we're gonna test out this killer power and see what it's all about. So stay tuned for that video. We're also gonna show the Mori in that video. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, I'm the King. That's in my crown, so you guys, and we'll see you in the fall.